I am here live with the number one offensive tackle in the nation in the class of 26 and the number 2 overall player, Jackson Cantwell on the 5-star flex. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Let's get into it. Jackson, how's your day, man?
It's been pretty good. Can't complain.
All right. So what was it like when you found out that you were the number 2 overall player in the country?
I mean, it felt pretty good. I mean, I was just kind of, I was just checking my phone and I saw I had a bunch of Twitter notifications and I assumed I got tagged in something and yeah, I
Right.
just saw it and it was pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of a testament to what I've been trying to do the last couple of years. Just keep continuing to get a little better every time I'm playing, and I'm glad that On Three is taking notes of that.
So I'm imagining that there are a ton of college coaches, even more hitting you up now. What schools are you talking to the most?
I mean, I'm not talking to as many as I was anymore just because I'm definitely trying to like figure this out a little bit. But I mean, I've still got a decent amount in my communication. I mean, I'm talking to like Missouri, Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Nebraska, Oregon. I'm talking to like Miami, Texas A&M some. I've been
Right.
talking to I've been talking to like Texas a little bit, Tennessee a little bit. I've been talking to like Michigan some, Ohio State some. Like there's a lot of I've been talking to a lot of schools.
No,
Like
I'm sure.
other, I mean, that's pretty much about it, honestly. But that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm sure of it. So have you taken any visits yet?
This fall I've been to. Oh man, I'm probably taking too many if I can't remember them all. But I've taken Nebraska, Missouri, Georgia. I'm going to go to Alabama this weekend. I will be going to LSU for the actually for another Bama game
Oh
there
wow.
at LSU.
Okay. Talk to me about Nebraska. I mean, so you're from the Midwest. Nebraska is like coming up, especially when it comes to recruiting. What was it like when you went to Nebraska?
Yeah, I mean, Nebraska is a pretty cool place in that not only is it a regional college, but we also have kind of ties to that area. I mean, it's
Okay.
a pretty cool. I mean, they've got a lot of stuff going right over there. I mean, they're definitely an up and coming program right now. It sounds weird to say from kind of where they were, but now
Hmm.
Nebraska's kind of on the way back up again, just because of like that culture they're building, kind of what they're doing there. I like Donovan Rayola's vision as far as like the offensive line goes. I think he's doing a good job with those guys.
Hmm.
I think that team will do really, really well in due time. It's just gonna you got to get all the guys in. You got the quarterback now. Now they got to figure out the rest of it. And I think that's kind of what's coming these next couple of years.
I heard you mention you had ties to the area. What type of ties do you have?
So my mom actually grew up 45 minutes from Lincoln, and I've
Mhm.
had a couple distant family members play there, and we know a lot of people up in Nebraska. So it's a place that I kind of know pretty well compared to like I don't really have any ties to like Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Oregon. Like there's only really two schools I have a lot of ties to, and my dad went to Mizzou, so that'd be the other one.
And so let's talk about Mizzou. So you're a Mizzou legacy, and your father was he played he was
He was a
what did
thrower. He did
he was a pro.
he threw pretty much everything in college. He went pro in the shop, but he did pretty much everything there.
Hold on, I believe your mom was an athlete too as well, right?
Yeah, my mom threw in college. She went to SMU down in Texas.
Okay. All right. So as a child of a Missouri Tiger, what was it like when you were able to step on campus for the first time?
I mean, I went to a couple of Mizzou games as a kid, and that was kind of the team I grew up watching a lot, just because it was the game that was always on every time I'd walk in on Saturday. Looking at the TV, that would always be kind of who was on there. So I learned to like it a lot, and I've liked seeing the team for a while, and they're becoming really good right now, which is making it really fun to see because there's been times where Mizzou was kind of on a downswing. Right now, Mizzou is definitely getting to where they're in like the top 25 like pretty commonly. And
Mhm.
it's good to see that because their program's trending up. Their offensive line's trended way up. They've come a long way since I first started following like a lot of Mizzou football. So it's been kind of exciting to see how Mizzou has changed over the years.
Absolutely. So for of all the teams that you don't know a lot about, you've been to Georgia, you've been to Bama. What are you looking for in these schools when you go to LSU? For the teams that you don't have this type of relationship with, what are you looking for?
I mean, I'm really just like looking for. I mean, because I'm open to playing basically anywhere. But what I figured out is there's kind of two groups of schools for me. It's just like national powerhouses, and then like local schools that I like a lot that are trending up as well. And a lot of those like national powerhouses like Georgia, Bama, LSU, Oregon, like it's just kind of what they have to offer. Like those are top programs year in, year out. They've got a lot of great stuff as far as like there a lot of players from like those schools are going to go pro every single year. I know at UGA, if you start, you're basically guaranteed to be a pro. So it's
Mhm.
that's a pretty good deal there. And it's I mean they've got a lot of great stuff. The winning culture helps a lot. I mean, you're gonna go there and win a lot of games year in, year out. That's always you want to play for a team that's winning games usually. That's kind of my opinion on that. And I mean they've got a lot of great stuff to offer. I like the SEC country for like as well. I mean, I think that's kind of as far as places to live, that'd be a solid place to set up. So I'd have no problem with that side of it either.
What was it like when you visited Georgia?
I mean, I've visited Georgia. What is it, 5 times now? Man, I'm there a lot. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean,
Okay.
it's always fun going down there. They do a really good job of planning the visits. They're really organized, attention to detail. I think that's Coach Smart for you, really. I mean, Coach Smart's got everything. He's got everything under control to where it's going to be. Everything's going to be done properly and done right, and they do a really good job of that. And they play really good football. I mean, I'd say they got a good O line, but they got a good every position. Honestly, they do a little bit of everything really well. So it's always good to kind of track like how they develop guys. So they develop guys at all positions, and they're going to play. I mean, they're playing really good football this year. I mean, it's been really exciting to see. Just kind of getting to watch some powerhouse just football. I mean, they've been a dynasty for a while, and I think they're going to be good basically every year as long as Coach Smart's there. So it's exciting to follow.
If you were to talk about who you had the closest relationship with as far as a position coach, who do you think that you talk to the most?
Oh man, I mean, honestly, I can't think of just one. Mainly because I need to do a better job of responding. My parents could tell you that, but I mean, I talked to. I mean, I could probably say like, I talked to Stacy Searles a decent amount. Talked to Alik Terry a decent amount. I've talked to Donovan Rayola a lot from
Yeah.
Nebraska. Brandon Jones has been one that I talked to a lot. I mean, to name a few more, I mean, Adam Cushing from A&M, I talked to him pretty good amount, and then I'd say I talked to Grant Newsom from Michigan a decent amount too. Yeah, and
Okay.
Coach Kapilovic at Bama probably the other one that's kind of up in that list. There's like about 7 or 8 that I'm talking to pretty much every day, and
Mm.
that's kind of good. It's always good to keep communication with those guys because I mean you can learn so much from the Division One offensive lines, and they have so much knowledge. Like it's hard not to get better when picking up like little bits of information from those guys. And even if I'm not talking to them, I talk to a lot of like assistant analyst offensive line coaches as well from those schools. Like, so I'm getting a lot of stuff like regardless.
When you look at your game, where do you feel like you improved the most from over the last year?
Over the last year, I mean, I would say I feel like the main thing I've done the last 2 years is get a little bit better at everything.
Mhm.
I'd say that my footwork has gotten a lot better this year, and I think just being able to like really move defenders on contact has gotten better this year. Just
Mhm.
getting a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, just a little bit more used to the game. And that's kind of what it'll be like in college too. Really, is just getting used to the speed of the game will help out a lot. Because I feel like I've always had the strength to do it, and I've always had the mental capability to do it. So everything kind of had to catch up. But
Right.
having it all catch up a little bit right now and being a little bit more fine tuned and kind of in the know of what I'm doing on each play. Like our team runs a lot of gap stuff and a lot of wide zone. Like I mean, we don't run every concept. We run a lot of concepts that colleges do a lot. So it's
Mhm.
I mean, learning from these coaches about how to take like the right outside zone steps, how to gain ground on gallop doubles and keep the leg at a 45-degree high leg. Like that's I mean that's the simple stuff like that with the footwork, and that's helped me out a lot. Just being able to like move defenders like on contact like that, and just being able to be efficient. Really.
What is Jackson Cantwell doing when he's not at school and he's not playing ball?
I mean, nowadays it's been homework because I got AP, anyone out there taking AP calculus, it's really hard. So I've got a lot of that. But other than that, I mean, hang out with friends. I mean, I got some dogs over here. I play with them a lot. I like got 2 golden retrievers and a dachshund. I
Okay.
like those things a lot. They're awesome. It's great to have them around. And I like to just go hang out with the guys whenever I got time, or just hang out with my family. I mean, my family do a lot of stuff too.
All right. So I know you talked about SEC country. When you come down to the South, what's your favorite thing that you've had to eat so far?
Oh man, we went to LSU and they had I forget like I mean I've had you can probably guess I'm a big guy. I've had a lot of cookies in my life. They had probably the best cookie place in the country down there, like eight
Oh wow.
minutes from the stadium in Louisiana. They brought them in. Oh my god, it was insane. It was. I don't remember exactly what the name was. I'm sure my parents might, but oh my god. And the girl that makes them goes to school at LSU, so they got plenty
Oh
of
wow.
supply. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Hey,
If I
so
can get the name of it, I'd shout them out, but I have no idea. I forgot already.
all right, so dad was a thrower. Does dad think that he was stronger than you at this same age?
At this age, absolutely not. But I mean, he got there pretty quick once he got to college. Because
Okay.
what happened? Because like 1990s, like small school in Missouri, there's not a lot of education on how to strength train. Like I'm already doing a lot of stuff that's like probably professional level, really, in like for track and field and football training. So I mean, it's not like he didn't have any of that access. But no, once he got to college, man, his number skyrocketed. So it'd be tough to catch that, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. I mean, 641 pounds is a lot on the bench, but I mean, how I see it is I only got like 100 and I don't even know. Whatever 450 for three would be for one rep. I mean, I could probably have done 475, like 170 something pounds to go. That's not too much, right?
Jeez. So dad bench 641?
641. He might be the strongest, like not like the strongest natural lifter, maybe ever, honestly, on the bench. It's pretty possible.
Dad, I need to interview you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, he cannot. I got AirPods in, but he might be the next guest on this.
No, absolutely. Man, Jackson, where can everybody find you on social media?
At jcantwell2499 on Instagram and on Twitter. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, man, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
All right, man. No problem.